welcome back to the channel. Today we re-dive into a question that so many of us have thought about at some point. Does happiness really depend on marriage? There is this huge idea out there that you can be truly complete or fulfilled unless you have a partner by your side. But is that really true? Let's break this down in a simple, honest, and practical way. First off, let's explore why so many people believe that marriage equals happiness. From the very beginning of human history, companionship has been seen as a fundamental good. It's a core part of our human experience. We hear stories, we watch movies, we read books, and they all talk about how relationships bring immense joy, deep support, intimacy, and a sense of stability. Almost every culture around the world has traditions and stories that celebrate marriage as a source of blessing and profound happiness. Given all this, it is completely understandable why many people feel that being single means something important is missing from their lives. Society, often without even realizing it, pushes this narrative that you're only complete when you find your other half. This idea is everywhere in our families, among our friends, and all over social media. It creates this pressure, this feeling that being single is just a temporary phase you need to get through on your way to real happiness. But does being unmarried automatically mean you're incomplete? Is it a sign that you're somehow failing at life? Let's go a little deeper and challenge that assumption. Think about this for a moment. Some of the wisest, strongest, and most fulfilled people throughout history lived incredibly rich and meaningful lives without ever getting married. Their happiness didn't come from a spouse. It came from a deep sense of purpose, from serving others, from cultivating inner peace, and from living by strong moral values. Their lives were full, vibrant, and impactful. This shows us that fulfillment isn't exclusively found within a romantic partnership. Here is a crucial point to remember. Happiness is not something that a marriage magically bestows upon you. It's not a gift you receive when you say "I do." Happiness is something you have to build within yourself first. It's an internal state of being. And this leads us to the key takeaway. A good marriage can certainly add to your happiness. It can amplify it and make it richer, but it cannot create your happiness for you from scratch. If you are unhappy and unfulfilled on your own, getting married won't magically fix that. In fact, it might even make things more complicated. Now, it's also helpful to look at this from a historical perspective. Why was marriage so important in ancient times? Well, back in ancient societies, marriage had very specific and practical roles that went far beyond just love and romance. People needed to form large family units for survival. A bigger family meant more hands to work the land, better protection against threats, and a way to pass on your heritage and property to the next generation. For women, in particular, having children was often directly linked to their honor, social standing, and acceptance within the community. So, in that context, staying single could be seen as highly unusual or even a significant disadvantage. It could mean you were without support, without protection, and without a clear role in society. But here's the thing. Times have changed dramatically. The world we live in today is vastly different from the world of our ancestors, and people have so many more options and paths available to them. So, what about today? Is marriage still a requirement for a happy life? The simple answer is no. Today, most people in modern societies marry for love, for companionship, and for emotional connection, not out of a sense of duty or for basic survival. And with the world's population already approaching 8 billion people, nobody needs to feel pressured to marry just to fill the earth. The old obligations have faded away. As a result, both marriage and singleness are now seen as completely valid lifestyles. Each path has its own unique set of advantages and challenges. Marriage can bring incredible joy, a deep sense of partnership, and a comforting stability. It can be a beautiful journey of growing together with someone you love. But let's be honest, it also brings its own set of challenges, responsibilities, compromises, and, yes, stress. It requires constant work and commitment from both people. On the other hand, singleness offers a different kind of richness. It provides freedom, flexibility, and a profound sense of independence. It gives you the time and space for deep personal growth, for pursuing your passions, for traveling, for building a wide circle of friends, and for discovering who you truly are without the influence of a partner. Neither state is better or worse than the other. Neither one guarantees happiness, and neither one guarantees misery. There are simply different options, different paths you can choose in life. Both marriage and singleness can be incredible blessings, depending entirely on your personality, your life goals, and what you want to achieve. This brings us to a more balanced view. Happiness ultimately comes from within. The real, lasting source of fulfillment is found in your inner stability, your sense of purpose, and your emotional maturity. When you have cultivated peace and strength inside yourself, you can thrive in any life situation, whether you are married or single. You become the source of your own contentment. You can be incredibly happy and married. You can be incredibly happy and single. And, of course, you can be unhappy in either situation as well. The external circumstance isn't the deciding factor. The determining factor is you. So, to answer our original question, does happiness depend on marriage? No, happiness depends on you. It depends on the work you do on yourself, the values you live by, and the love and purpose you cultivate in your own heart. If you enjoyed this video and it gave you something to think about, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Are you single or married? And more importantly, how do you define happiness for yourself? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.